Well, I'm Jacob.
Yeah. And I'm Luke.
We're here with
Michael.
we're going to be asking him some questions about a poem he made, which we are turning into a song, which he has very kindly let us do. I'll start off. How do you know Pi?
So I know Pi from back when it was called Concorde. So when I was younger, I came to nursery here, which was a long time ago now. And I also, I enjoyed the nursery here, and it's always been a welcoming place. I have fond memories of my mum taking me into nursery, and then sort of as I grew up, got invited to school discos and parties here, which was good fun. I remember there used to be a glitter ball sort of in the main hall, and it really brings back a lot of memories sort of all across my life.
So as we mentioned earlier that you wrote a poem for us here at Pi, and we were wondering what inspired you to write the poem.
So I looked at the things that were going on in Pi, and I was particularly impressed with how passionate everyone is and how creative everyone is, and to sort of feel that I could try and help to continue that in some way, because this building is really a great place, and it holds a lot of memories that are quite dear to a lot of people, and I wanted to make it known that the building's more than an asset. It's the beating heart of what you guys do here, which is great, and all those sort of words came in my head, and I just wrote down, quite sort of emotional about it, because obviously my own past experiences with Pi, and obviously it being Concorde before that, and it's always been here. This building's always been here. It's like it's part of the fabric of the High Street, St Lawrence, and it always reminds me of my mum of driving past. My history with it, and obviously seeing how creative Pi are, made me really want to write a poem that really got that message across of how brilliant it is and important it is to have that hub here where you can do your amazing things like music and so on.
All right. How do you feel about this building in general, and other youth clubs around here that have been maybe shut down?
I think this building needs to stay open because, like I've said in the poem, it's a safe haven. It's a place where you can be creative, which is really important. So watching you all talk about my poem and how you want to approach it, it's obvious that you've got some really, really great ideas, and it's quite nice, and I feel quite privileged that sort of young people are taking my poem and putting a really good creative stamp on it, and I think this building is more than a building. It's, like I say in the poem, see beyond my bricks and mortar. It's about all you guys and what you do here and the creativeness that you put into things like making the poem a song, which is amazing. So the building, as I said before, holds a lot of memories, and I'm sure it does for all of you guys as well. So and feel quite protective over it, because it's nice to have a place where you can go, and if things like that get shut down, it restricts it in that sense. And I'm hoping that this will continue to be a place where it will help young people to continue their creative ideas and brilliant ideas.
No, I mean, I couldn't agree with you more. That when it comes to support and benefits that Pi gives to young people, how did you feel? What benefits Pi gave to you when you were coming here when you were younger, and what benefits it gives us now as young people?
I think the benefits are that there's a real sort of sense of family and community here, and I think when I was younger, it was always like an exciting place to go when I was in nursery, to see my friends, and obviously as I grew older and went to school discos and even just for activity workshops here, and I remember coming to them as well, and it was really great. And from my own personal sort of creative development, it sort of gave me confidence to interact more socially and to share my ideas, which I'm sure is what it does now. With Pi, it's a place where you can come and have a chat. It's very relaxed. You've all got the sort of same goals, which is to generate really great ideas and put them into practice. And I think that this is a real beneficial place for the community, and
I agree. Sorry. How does it feel for us young people to be making a song out of one of your poems?
Very, very privileged, very honoured as well. You guys are the first. I have the honour of being the first group of people to take on one of my poems and turn it into a song, which is amazing. And when I wrote the poem, it was all about sort of hoping and that it would help young people in some way, and I was trying to get that across in the words of the poem. And when I've listened to the work you've been doing and all the ideas as well, it's become more than I envisaged, for better. Really, really good. To have music to the poem, to have discussions about filming the poem. It's just it's quite a dream come true, really, and it's been really, really nice to have my poem embraced in such a great way, and I hope that it, and I've got no doubt that it will create a really powerful message coming from all of you guys, which is great, which is what the poem's all about. It's about you pouring your heart and soul into it, which I can see you doing.
Yeah, so I'll probably join these two questions together. What inspired you to start writing poems as a whole, and what are your other poems about? Are they similar to this one, or are they about other subjects that you feel you want to write poems about?
Well, it started back in 2019 when my mum died. I found grief difficult to talk about in general, and I just started doodling words and pictures, and then all of a sudden the sort of words had a bit of a rhythm to them, and I thought, okay, this is working for me. And then I ended up writing poems about how I felt about grief and loss initially, and then I had this sort of creative spark in me that I was like, I'm quite enjoying this. This is something I can take a bit further. So I've been writing a lot about raising awareness for disabilities. I have Crohn's disease, and obviously I'm deaf as well. and I write poems to raise awareness about those. I also have OCD, and my 3 sons are autistic, so it's a great way for me. Well, poetry is a great way for me to get across my feelings, my frustrations in life sometimes, also things I'm proud of. I'm very, very proud of my boys, and I try and get that across in my poetry. I also love writing about sunsets and sunrises and stuff like that. They're quite good to write, especially when it's early morning, and sometimes I just stop along the cliff top and just write a poem out, and I just really enjoy poetry, and I really enjoy it. It's a way of getting across my emotions and my feelings and my thoughts about different situations, and it usually comes from an emotional place, which is what happened with the pie poem, because obviously there's a lot of memories, and my wife is a teacher as well, and she works a lot with young people, so it all felt really like, okay, this is a poem that needs to be said and needs to be heard. So I've been fortunate enough to have been awarded a Arts Council grant as well. I'm going to be creating a book where I'm getting other poets who have hidden disabilities to write a poem about their disability, and with the view of getting that published to raise more awareness, things like autism and OCD, Crohn's, and so on. So poetry's really been quite life-changing, really. So
I do like that book thing. Oh, I missed my mic there. Do you have any questions for us that we can answer for you?
What do you like about pie? How does pie help you in terms of your creativity and in general?
Well, I came to pie for music. I learned how to play drums, and they also help a lot with like mental health stuff. If I'm going through something, I can ask one of the staff to like talk, and they're there for me. So that's what's helped me through like teenage years, basically.
For me, I joined Pi between 2020 and 2021, and it's very nice for the support and the feeling of family, because there's never a week where it's like, oh, I got to go Pi this week. It's like, I get to go Pi this week. Like, it's exciting. It's like something that I always look forward to my Mondays and Tuesdays, and it's just, the fact it's at the start of the week, it means the start of the week's good, because no one likes a Monday. It's the start of the working week, but the support is really good here, because like if you're struggling with something, you can always ask a staff member for some advice, or have a quick chat with them, and they always give the best advice they can, and it's never biased. It's always pretty much what I've always needed, is the support and the good advice that I get for issues that I may have. And the feeling of family is very nice here. You always feel welcome. I've never felt unwelcome here, which is very nice. Very nice feeling to have here.
I totally relate to the family feel. It's really and it's nice that it's lasted. When I was younger, it had that family feel, and it's nice that it's continued to be that. And I suppose my other question would be that do you hope that it will continue to remain open and give you that opportunities for creative things? Is there a sense of sadness about what potentially could be on the horizon?
Obviously, I want this place to stay open. It's like I've been coming here for, I want to say, 3 years now, and having this place shut would like separate me and my friends going out a lot. Like I met Luke here, and he is one of my best friends. So if it wasn't for Pi, I wouldn't have him, and having that shut would take that away from many young people in the future that wouldn't have somewhere to go, or just stay in their rooms all day and like don't get to socialize as much as other people like to, or just people that are socially anxious and don't like going out as much. That's what like how I was before I came here. This place allows them to kind of step out of that. But even if you want a quiet place, you can still come here and find one of the rooms that not many people are using, and you don't have to be in the loud crowd. You can sit with a smaller crowd which are more quieter and more to your taste. So there's a lot of diversity with who you can meet here, and not having that would just take away so many things from other young people like coming into the future.
Yeah, I definitely feel great sadness to think about the pie shutting down, which is, it's not ideal. I don't want it. I feel like everyone in the building doesn't want it, because the sense of family we get would be taken away, because there wouldn't be a place for us to just meet, because meeting up with people and the lack of opportunities to do for our age group, of always needing like an adult with us. Sometimes we don't want an adult there because we just want to hang out as a group of friends, and Pi is that place for us, because we all just turn up and we are friends and we have fun, and the staff act like friends. They are our friends. I would consider the staff here my friends, and very sad to think that it might eventually not be here, because in the future, if I eventually did have children, I probably would be like, this would be one of the places I'd suggest for them to go, or take them there myself, because it's something that I would want to see bloom even probably bigger in the future, because this is a real place of opportunity and a real place to do things, because they offer lots of activities for us. Obviously not so much within recent times, but there's usually something going on. We used to do the D&V here. We had the trips to Wales that we used to run, which they're very fun. We had occasional trips to Blue Water for the trampoline parks, and it's real fun because Nerf Wars. We had Nerf War a few weeks ago. That was very fun. But it's like it brings us closer as friends, and it's always here for us to, because it's an open door thing. Like, turn up for a little bit and go home and go home. If you're late, you're late, but it doesn't really matter because it's just open. So just turn up and hang out with your friends for a little bit, and there's always food, so we get fed as well, which is nice. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Well, I'm so happy that I've had the opportunity to sort of meet all of you and also write the poem for all of you guys as well. And yeah, brilliant. I can feel your enthusiasm and loyalty to it as well, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, I definitely feel the same way. It's very nice to meet the face behind the words. Yeah, we've been working on the poem for a few weeks now, and it's nice to meet the creator, to find the inspirations and the backstory behind the poem. Gives us more ideas to make the song better for when it comes out eventually. Yeah.
Eventually.
Thank you very much.
No worries.